We're going to continue on here with our media availability with Juan Pablo Montoya, driver of the number 12 Penske Truck Rental Ford for Team Penske. Juan Pablo, you are no stranger to this race course. Winner in the past winner of the Indy 500 here, always competitive at the Brickyard in NASCAR. Talk about what keeps you coming back to this racetrack and what it means to you.
I think it's fun, you know. I have a lot of history here. I've done a lot of racing. I've run pretty much everything that I race here. You know, even with the bikes, I've been in a two-seater bike here. So I've pretty much done everything here. You know, Roger gave me the chance to come. You know, they got great cars this year. You know, and gave me the chance to come, you know, today with the Penske Truck Rental Ford and see what we can do. It seems like they were pretty good in qualifying trim. We didn't try qualifying trim today. Our race pace, looking at compared with Brad, looks really, really close. So it seems like we're pretty competitive. I don't know. I wasn't that happy with the car, to be honest. It's hard because they're so different. I mean, they're so different, and what, you know, Brad and Joey drive every week and what they look for the car is, you know, it's a little bit different than what I want out of the car. So we got to try to do a lot in one practice. Like today, we went through a lot of stuff, and it was good. You know, short runs, just try this, try that, just to get a direction for tomorrow. And I think one thing that is going to be good for us is that, you know, we got qualifying is tomorrow, not today. I think, like, Michigan was hard because I ran 6 laps of practice before qualifying. So at least today we got a lot of running done.
Well, we will open up the floor here to questions. If you have a question for Juan Pablo, please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start over here with Nate and then go back to Bob.
Nate Ryan, USA Today Sports. Juan Pablo, before Michigan, you were very, very confident and felt like top 5, top 10, not a problem. Did that race build your confidence for this one, and do you feel like you can come in here and win again? I
feel like coming here, we got a good shot. You know what I mean? I think Michigan, we achieved what we wanted to do, is understand the cars a little, understand the team and everything. I think we missed the car a little bit in setup wise, and I think that's one of the key things is getting the car closer. We felt we were pretty good in practice, and we were pretty close, like in the middle of practice, and we kind of got lost there at the end today. So I think if we can get the car close, we'll be pretty good. It seems like a race pace is pretty good, and I think I've been pretty good here, and I know what I want out of the car, so it makes it a lot easier. So we know what we need to work on to be a little better. So we'll see. You know, we'll see once we put it in qualifying trim what it does.
We'll go back to Bob.
Bob Pocker, Sporting News. Do you feel like an insider here, or do you feel like an outsider again?
Neither. I'm just good to be here. You know, it's, I never felt. Yeah, I mean, I felt maybe like an outsider the first 6 months I came to NASCAR. Then it was you know, like normal and it's good, you know everybody, you know how everything works. So I don't really feel like an outsider because, like, you know where to. I mean, you know how to do everything. You know how practice works. You know how qualifying works. You know where you need to go and sign in. Where to drive around in the garage. It's fine.
Do you get treated? I don't know how much interaction you've had with other teams or other people this weekend, but
No.
Maybe
actually people are nicer now. Or I'm nicer. I don't know. Either or.
We'll go back to Claire B. Lang in the back and then come up front to Dave.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. What's so much the difference between the feel of the two cars, and which one you feel so much more comfortable with at this particular track?
They're just so different. I mean, it's so hard to compare, you know. IndyCar, I'll tell you the truth, the IndyCar by yourself and race trim here, it's actually pretty easy. No, it's not Daytona easy, but it's pretty easy. In traffic, it's really hard. Qualifying is really, really hard on IndyCar because you take all the downforce off. I mean, you take, you know, take 40, 50% of the downforce out of the car, and to be good, you got to be balanced. And I mean, you're coming out of the corner at 230, 240 miles an hour, and you're sliding. Yes, you're so close to getting it completely wrong that I'm glad it's only 4 laps. This is a little different. This, like I was talking to Kurt a minute ago, it's funny because you drive it in, and if you get it wrong, you got a lot of time to, okay, how can I get out of trouble? Like here, like when we started practice, I was really, really loose, and I'm like, okay, I can go with this, that's fine. Where in IndyCar, you do that, you don't, you ain't coming out of the corner.
Come up front to Dave and then over to Jenna.
Dave Coleman, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. You mentioned knowing what you want out of a car, knowing the feel you're looking for here. How hard is that then to achieve when you're working with guys you don't work with every week?
One of the good things is my IndyCar race engineer, Brian Camp, is here as well. So he worked with us. He's one of the guys in the team. So and he knows Greg really well. So and Greg seems to be like a really nice guy. I mean, oh my God, he's so easy to work with. It's fun. I mean, he really gets the message. He's very clear how everything's gonna go and makes it so much easier than anything I experienced before. Pretty cool.
Jenna?
Jennifer, AP, how is working with Brad and Joey?
It's fine. I mean, I know Joey pretty well. We went to Colombia for a go-kart, for a charity race, so I know him really, really well. Brad I know, but not as well. But we do a team debrief. I did one in Michigan, and it's fine. And you just go through comments, and it's hard because the hardest thing for me is they do it every week, so they know. Oh, you don't want to do that. We don't know that yet. We can try it, and you do the things you think make sense. And the way I am, position that I'm here, it's a do or die. You know what I mean? I don't care if finishing fifth, sixth, seventh, or anything. You know what I mean? So we want to make sure we are aggressive, but in the smartest possible way.
And I saw quotes, I think, from last week in IndyCar. Are you not working with Elio and Will the same way that you were because you've found success, or they kind of...
No. We work the same. It's just when you do the track books, the wording got a little more vague. You still get what you want, but it's kind of funny. You know what I mean? No. We worked really well, and we were doing an appearance. Where were we, the three of us? And Will was talking, and I looked at Ellie and said, "This is not as fun as it used to be. What's wrong?" And we started laughing about it, and it kind of mellowed. I'll give you an example. Wednesday night for me to hire test, I went to the movies with Will. Yeah, exactly. I don't think I can. Sex tape, I think it's called. Yeah. That's the name of the movie. But we wanted to watch another movie, and we were late, and and so that's all it was. I mean, come on, we're in Mansfield, Ohio. Not a lot of choices.
Do we have any more questions for Juan Pablo Montoya?
Regarding racing.
Jenna and Bob?
It's unrelated to sex tape. How reinvigorating was that victory at Pocono? What did it do for you?
To be honest with you, little. I don't know. It's funny, everybody said, "Oh, I know it's coming." We changed race engineer, but Ron Rosinski's still there and a vital part of the team. So he keeps saying, don't worry about it. It's coming, and you can tell it's coming. You use things just to go your way, and it was nice to close the deal. But personally, I feel like we just keep doing a better job every week. It's funny because Toronto had our best Friday in a street course by a mile. We were actually pretty competitive for being the first day in a street course. And we just got too cocky. It's we did the first round of qualifying, we were right there on pace, and even my fast lap ice group, I was my first qualifying run was fast enough to be made into the fast six if I put a good lap together. And we changed downforce, springs, front wing, bars. Yeah, because we're so smart, so we screw up. we outsmart ourselves really, really good. So we kind of talked ourselves. It was good. It was it was a difficult weekend. Everything went wrong. Made the wrong calls. Made a lot of mistakes. But at the same time, we come out of there and we went. When we're good, we got to stop and look at the bigger picture and say, okay, we're good. Maybe one change, not 15.
We'll go to the back to Bob.
Bob Parker, Sporting News. When you talked earlier, you said that you kind of know what feel you want in the car, and you're kind of working toward that. Is there any concern that the feel that you want isn't achievable with?
We got it closer. No, we got it closer. We got it. We got it closer, and I should you can look at the data how I drive the car compared with Brad and where I can make the lap time, and they go, you see, this is what I need the car to do, so I can do that. And I'm like, oh, there you go. You know what I mean? It's I'm sure we can get there. Is it going to be perfect? No, it was easy. You know, I was lucky enough when we got it really good. We had tire testing, and then we came here to test. So when you're here for 2 days of testing, you can fine-tune everything, and you get really comfortable, and you know how you can get on the gas hard, where you got to turn, where you got to brake. I'll tell you, like 2 and 4 is a little vague for me, like how much I need to lift. I'm still a little bit, like, it looks okay on the data, but I don't feel 100% like, okay, this is what I got to do. And because, you know, IndyCar is wide open, so I'm like, I know where to turn, but that's about it.
Well, ended up here at Phil.
Philip B. Wilson, Indianapolis Star. We talked in May about you needing, what, 3 or 4 laps to get up to speed and comfortable in an Indy car. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
How many laps today to get up to speed in a stock car?
It was fine. I ran out my fastest lap practice. It should have been the first lap, and I got traffic out of 4. It's very. I think a cup car here is very. I don't know the right word. It's all about timing, and so you need like I know where I need to brake, and if you brake in the right place and you make the right arc, you put yourself in the right position to get on the gas in the right place. You come out of the corner. You know what I mean? This is not a place where it flows. It's a place that it's about timing. So it's all about getting the timing right. You do the timing right, and the car drives good. You're good.
And years removed from it, but you could have and should have probably won this race once before.
Yeah, once or twice. Yeah, and I probably could have, should have, and would have won the 500 this year as well. But it's could have, would have, and should have doesn't count. I mean, at least I had a chance, and I think I still got a good chance this year. And I think the IndyCar, I was talking the other day to my race engineers, and I said, you know, it's a shame the 500 was the first race this year because in an oval, because it's like now that I've raced more races, I looked back at it and said, man, I should have put, you know, that much more front wing, and I should have done this and I should have done that, but I didn't know what to expect.
I will close it out here with Jenna.
Come on.
I know,
yeah.
sorry, I have
you don't
so
have
many
to blush.
Last week you had that incident with the Russian, and your car was on his head, and then they removed your car with you, showed you off with you sitting in it. What was all that like?
I don't know. I asked for wet tires the lap before. We didn't put them, and in a way I screw up as well. We had a lot of problems with the brakes there, and I braked in the same place the lap before, and like early, and boom, boom, started unshifted, got to the concrete, and went like hitting wet grass. And as soon as I hit it, I said, guarantee I'm going to get rammed here because it's way too slick. We're just not smart enough. And we weren't, you know, and it wasn't that bad of a hit. The way the cars are built, you know, with the noses, it just got pushed up.
Did you realize you were on top of it?
Yeah, from where I was sitting, you could see I got rammed.
Juan Pablo, thank you very much for joining us today, and good luck this weekend.